Hey friends, this is John. I've been a full-time Airstreamer for the past 3 years. I've traveled much of the East Coast, the South, and some states in the West in an Airstream Globetrotter before I traded it in for the Airstream Classic where I'm in right now. And after having done this, it's my opinion now that the home of the future will not be a house. I believe there will be more and more people that, because of where technology and innovation is headed, will take their traditional lifestyles and be able to put them on the road and travel with their homes. If this video inspires or serves you in some way, it would mean a lot to me if you would click like and subscribe. That helps the YouTube algorithm push it out to more people and helps my channel grow and lets me know to make more videos like this. So this past week I was down in South Florida. I have some things that I have to attend to in South Florida, and the Airstream is here in Orlando, so I've been splitting my time back and forth between there. And I was going to wait a little bit longer to return home here, but because Tropical Storm Nicole came through lately, I got a notification on my phone from the Airstream app saying the tire pressure on the rear left tire was low. So I returned a little bit earlier than I thought I would, which brings me to my first point. This Airstream Classic has a few features that make life even more convenient, in my opinion, than the normal house. On top of it being portable, it also has many features that allow for a very streamlined Airstream way of life, and it adds convenience that I don't believe is common in normal households. So this unit has what's called smart control technology. I can monitor much of what goes on in this Airstream from afar. So for example, when the last couple tropical storms that were here, I was in South Florida, not in this Airstream, and I was checking on it with the security cameras that are here. This whole unit is connected to the internet, and I can monitor my security cameras that I have here, and that's not even what's included in the Airstream app. The Airstream app itself, I can control much of what I can control inside here when I'm here from a distance elsewhere. So for example, I can control the lights that are dimmable and that are outside and inside. I can monitor my tire pressure. I can monitor my propane levels. I can move the awning in and out. I can see a lot of what goes on here and not actually be here.
What's so smart about your new Airstream Classic?
For starters, I can control and monitor most features from anywhere. Like the lights. Look, cinema mode. I can also control the awning. Open sesame. I can control the air conditioner and heat pump so the pets are comfy when we're out. Monitor all the tank levels so we don't run out of fresh water. Control the vent fans to get that airflow moving inside. Check my battery voltage to keep the good times running. Keep an eye on the propane so we can feed our hungry friends. Boost local Wi-Fi or 4G LTE signal so we're connected even when we're off-grid. And a lot more.
So that helps a lot when I'm traveling back and forth. Now, an obstacle for daily life that used to exist for me was internet. Now, that was a problem because my work is all online. I work as an online fitness consultant, so I do live video with people and I need a lot of data and I need a consistent and strong internet connection. So before, I used to have to use internet tethered from my phone, and I think I've even tried 3 or 4 different mobile hotspot services that were either limited in data or didn't get great signal, didn't get great coverage because I was traveling around. But that has been solved now. What I use now is something called Starlink. So Starlink is a company from SpaceX that uses satellites that you put right outside of your RV, your Airstream, your mobile home, wherever you are, or your regular house. And I believe you can get internet from almost anywhere in the world now. And so Starlink has been amazing for me to have unlimited internet and fast internet so I can continue to work from where I am and on the road. And I think for a lot of people in the future, that's going to be a barrier that will no longer be there for people that are working from home, because there are more and more people that are working from home these days that maybe wanted to at least travel in an Airstream, let alone full time and live in it. But now we have this technology that's going to be a real game changer for people that want to continue to work from home and travel or spend full time in an Airstream. So speaking about the features that are currently in here, there's everything for everyday life in here.
The Classic is one of our longest running nameplates and sits at the very top of all of our models. Welcome to the new luxurious 2022 Classic. So the beds themselves will lift up, the headboard area will lift up. That allows for a nice comfortable seating area or a different position of sleeping area. 10 cubic foot fridge. freezer on top, refrigerator underneath. The overhead lockers provide a lot of storage throughout this unit. Solid surface table. And this does turn into a bed. We have two very comfortable chairs with leg lifts, so you can really get cozy. Across from the lounge, we have a multi-use area here. One, it could be used for a place to do a little work. So the countertop chair opens up, projector, and a 60-inch screen. So that screen comes down and you can enjoy an unbelievable experience that you have here. You can sit back, pop some popcorn, and relax. And here we have the vanity, opens up, there's storage on the inside. You have two lights on the outside, great for making a nice clean view. You have a vessel sink, Kohler vessel sink, Rowe faucet. The shower is quite large. Our largest here at Airstream, 3 feet by 4 feet.
And so you can have a sense of normalcy in Airstreams on the road as compared to life at home. So, for example, there's a full kitchen here. There's a stainless steel sink. There's storage underneath. There's a microwave / convection oven. There's a 3-burner cooktop. There's a full oven underneath that. The cooking experience is the same as it is at home. And also across from there is the dining area. Most people I know that have dining rooms work from their dining table and they have papers and computers there and they're using it as a workspace. Of course, people have guests over for larger dinners, but most of the time, I use every space of my dinette that's here, and the dinette even turns into a bed. So for the rare occasion that I might want to have guests over for a large dinner, I'm just going to do that somewhere else. As far as workspace goes, I work online, and all I need is a computer and some camera gear. I also play music, so I have a guitar and an amp here. So everything I need electronically for work fits on the desk where the camera is right now. Relaxing at the end of the day is the same experience as it is in a house. I'm sitting on a full-size couch right now. It even has the legs that let me recline back and kick my feet up. Right above where the camera is on a desk, there is a projector screen that comes down with the push of a button, and I have a projector above my head that gives me a big screen to watch TV on. There are speakers in here as well. Earlier today I was listening to some music. There are 4 speakers that are built into the wall next to me and in the bedroom. So there's surround sound in here and it sounds really good. The speakers in here are really good. And I love listening to music. That helps me focus when I work at home. Other conveniences that are in our house are here as well, such as a closet. There's a full-size closet here. It's obviously not quite as big as a walk-in closet, but I have most of the clothes that I own in there. And any clothes that I'm not using, say for example, if it's summer and I have winter clothes, I actually have those stored away in the many storage cabinets that are here. So I kind of like that better as far as choosing what to wear because I can see what I would actually use rather than stuff that might be hanging there and I'm not going to use it because of the weather or the seasons. This Airstream Classic also comes with the biggest bathroom Airstream makes. There's hot water here. There's a full-size sink with storage underneath. There's a regular toilet. There's storage all around that. The bathroom is actually quite nice. And if I want to go outside and have a patio experience, I can do that. I have 2 chairs that I use on the patio, and there's an awning that comes out for shade. There's also a small fire pit that I travel with. And as far as storage goes, I like to think of storage in 3 different ways when you're a full-time Airstreamer. There is the storage that you keep in permanent storage, such as a storage unit or in a house if you have one, or in another house if you got a friend's house. There's stuff that you don't use frequently in there. There's also storage for stuff that I use occasionally in a shed outside. So if you're at a resort where you're going to stay there long term, you might have a shed with you, and I have things in there to maintain the Airstream, tools, cleaning stuff, and other things that I don't use every day that's in there. And then there's storage that's in the Airstream itself. There's storage on the inside and there's storage on the outside. And I don't own a lot of stuff. That's on purpose. I wanted to travel light and not be bogged down by having a lot of possessions. So everything I need to live a normal life is in here, and in fact there's storage that's not being used, so I have space to put in more if I need to. Everything in here is very intentional. The amount of care and design that goes into these things has always been impressive to me. Every inch inside here has a purpose, and I really like that. I want to live my life intentionally and with as much purpose as I can. So I like things that align with those values. And finally, a major reason I think more people will start doing this is Airstream has come up with what's called the eStream, which is the future of Airstreams electrified.
Underneath the beautiful skin of the Airstream, there is a full EV chassis, the ability to remote control the trailer, to actually move the trailer under its own power, which allows you to never have to back the trailer up again. The powered wheels also allow us to have an electronic stability control system that actually can put torque to the wheels, simply unhitch the trailer, and with one finger, you can drive that trailer back into any tight spot.
So their plan is to start making Airstreams with a built-in battery on the bottom that can power a lot more than what is normally powered in Airstreams now. So there's a 1,000-watt lithium-ion battery that's in here that powers almost everything in this Airstream except for the air conditioners. So power is already being solved for most needs for most people on the road. But in the future, it looks like Airstream is planning on making all power available for all of your needs actually in the Airstream itself without needing to plug in and without needing extra batteries somewhere. And I think that's going to be a massive game changer for people that want to full-time travel or have their living space be the Airstream. And that will affect a couple ways of life. The first being what vehicle you need to use with your Airstream. So when people decide to full-time RV, they need to be selective with what vehicle they have because they're going to need to tow the Airstream and they're going to need to have some storage in their car as well most of the time. So what the eStream will have is a battery that can not only power the Airstream itself, but power electric cars, which are becoming more prevalent and I think will become the common car of the future. It will also be able to move itself and assist the wheels when driving down the road. And also through the app that they have, you'll be able to control how you park the Airstream without your vehicle attached to it. So technology and innovation is going in a direction where we are solving power for life on the road. We're solving internet connectivity for people that work now at home. And the features and functions on the inside are continually being improved and becoming more efficient to have everything that we need for daily life. So that's why I think in the future, there will always be traditional homes that are fixed to the ground. But as these companies that make Airstreams and other RVs continue to innovate, I do believe it's going to be much easier for people to take their lives that they're living now and put it into a smaller space and be able to move it and live wherever they please. And I think that's a beautiful thing. The thing that pleases me so much about Airstreams is it's a symbol of freedom. When you think of all the things you would like to do and all the places you would like to see, Airstreams exist to allow that to easily happen. And they allow you to explore new places and live efficiently. And I think that's a feeling you can only get with Airstream. And of course, there's things to love about a traditional house as well. I would love to have one day too. But for my needs right now, Airstream is the way to go. So what do you guys think? Let me know. Comment on this video. Do you think that the home of the future will be more like an Airstream? Or do you think it will remain as a travel trailer or mobile home instead of a home? I'm excited to see what happens either way, and I'm enjoying it a lot. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching. I'll see you on the next one.